Hey guys, welcome back to another Social Studies with Savannah video. Today I'm doing a PowerPoint on Alexander the Great. We're learning about ancient Greece in our world history class, and I had to do a PowerPoint on one of the most famous people in ancient Greece. I decided that I might as well share my PowerPoint on YouTube, so I hope you enjoyed my PowerPoint on Alexander the Great. This is a statue of Alexander the Great. He is believed to be the most successful king ever. Alexander's parents were King Philip II of Macedon and Queen Olympias. King Philip was rarely at home, usually off doing military campaigns. Queen Olympias was very close to Alexander and provided everything that he needed. Leonidas was hired by Olympias to tutor Alexander. She was actually one of Olympias's relatives. Her specialties were math, archery, and horsemanship, but she had trouble controlling Alexander. Lysimachus was a Samothrace to Alexander, which means he was one of his generals, but first he was Alexander's second tutor. He used role-playing to keep Alexander occupied. He eventually became king of Thrace, Macedonia, and Asia Minor. Aristotle was a philosopher hired by King Philip. His teacher was Plato. Aristotle founded Lyceum, Aristotelian, and the Propaedic school. He is called the father of Western philosophy. Before Alexander was king, he became a soldier. He campaigned against the Thracian tribes. After that, he took charge of the campaign of the Campanian cavalry and defeated the Athenians and the Thebans. Once King Philip had united Greece, he married Cleopatra, Eurydice, and kicked Alexander and Olympias out of the castle. They stayed in hiding until Alexander could become king. During the wedding festival of Alexander's sister, King Philip II was killed by a Greek noble. Alexander, desperate to become king, rallied his old troops and killed any potential heirs to the throne. Olympias also wanted Alexander to be king and killed Cleopatra's daughter, causing Cleopatra to commit suicide. Although Alexander was king, he didn't automatically have control over the Greek city-states. Southern Greece had divided interests, and Athens wanted to take control of the Corinthian League. Alexander sent troops to the south, forcing them to acknowledge him as leader. He signed treaties with the rest of the city-states, excluding Athens. In Thebes, Alexander's troops were forced out of the city. Alexander led his entire army to the south and massacred Thebes. With this show of power, all city-states either joined Alexander or chose to remain neutral, including Athens. Then in 334, Alexander marched to Troy. There he defeated Darius III's troops. After taking a break, Alexander and Darius fought again, where Darius fled. Alexander eventually captured Darius, declaring himself king of Persia. Alexander then traveled to Egypt, which fell without resistance. On his way there, Alexander also captured Gaza. Alexander is believed to have founded Alexandria in Egypt, which became a hub for Greek culture. Alexander also defeated the Persian army. These acts made him king of Babylon, king of Asia, and king of the four corners of the world. After Alexander's successful campaign in Egypt, Alexander traveled to East Iran, where he conquered Arimaeus. He set up many Macedonian colonies there. Then he continued on to India, where he defeated King Porus, but then he reinstated Porus as king, earning Porus's loyalty and forgiveness. After a long treacherous journey along the coast, Alexander reached Susa. There, Alexander set up many Macedonian-Persian marriages. After recruiting thousands of Persian soldiers, Alexander dismissed many Macedonian soldiers. This did not go down well with the Macedonians, who condemned Alexander and criticized his new troops. He made this up to the Macedonians by killing 10 Persian nobles. While planning to conquer Rome, Alexander died of malaria. His wife Roxana gave birth to their son a couple months later. After his death, his empire collapsed and fought for leadership. Eventually, Greece and Asia took control. This is Alexander's entire empire. As you can see, he controlled most of Asia Minor and Macedonia. If you can look on here, he has Egypt, Persia, Mesopotamia, several names that we know about, including some that we don't, but those are mainly cities. So as you can see, he was obviously a very powerful ruler, and he was very successful in his military campaigns. But I hope you guys enjoyed this really short video. I hope that y'all are all doing good during this quarantine and continuing with your school and watching our videos. I hope you like and subscribe, and you never stop learning. Bye!